I saw them walk away one by one when you needed them the most. I saw the silence they left behind echo louder than any goodbye ever could. I saw you holding back tears just to prove you were strong, when all you really wanted was someone to notice the way your soul was trembling inside. And while they turned their backs, while the world got busy forgetting you, while your name faded from their thoughts, I stayed. I stayed through the nights when you curled up in quiet pain. I stayed through the days you wore a smile like a mask just to survive. I stayed when no one called, when no one asked how you were really doing. I stayed when you questioned if anyone would ever choose to stay at all. And I'm still here, my beloved child. I never walked away, not once. Not even when you thought I had. So before you give up on everyone and everything, let me remind you what it feels like to be seen, to be loved, to be held by someone who never needed a reason to stay. If you've ever felt forgotten, tell me below, because I've never forgotten you. I read what you write. I listen. I stay. You didn't have to earn my presence, my child. You didn't have to perform perfectly or prove your worth. I was already yours before the heartbreak began, before the ones you trusted failed you, before you whispered those words into the darkness asking if anyone would ever truly stay. I heard you, even in your silence, even in the moments when you didn't have the strength to pray, when your faith was flickering like a dying flame, when all you had left was a quiet ache inside your chest. I was there. My hands never let go of you, not when you made mistakes, not when you questioned me, not when you felt unlovable. I stayed when you thought you were too broken to be healed, too far gone to be found, too tired to keep going. And I'm still here now, whispering into your heart, not with judgment, not with pressure, but with the soft voice of a savior who knows what it's like to be left, and who chose to become the one who never would. Pause here. Breathe. And if these words feel like they were written just for you, write "You stayed for me" in the comments, because I truly did. You've looked around and wondered why love always seems to leave, why people speak promises, but live like they're temporary, why the ones who said forever didn't mean forever at all. And I know how those disappointments built walls around your heart, how each goodbye carved another reason to keep me at a distance, to protect yourself from more hurt. But my beloved, I am not like them. I don't walk away when it's hard. I don't change my mind when you fall. I don't love with conditions that expire when you're not at your best. I saw every tear you cried behind closed doors, and still I stayed. Still I called you mine. Still I waited for the moment you would look up and realize, I've been here the whole time, never leaving, never forgetting, never regretting my love for you. If you've ever been left by someone you trusted, just type, "I've been there," below. You're not alone here. I see you. I stayed. You've been searching for safety in so many places, haven't you? In people's words, in temporary moments of comfort, in distractions that numbed your pain but never healed it. You tried to convince yourself that you didn't need anyone, that you were fine on your own, that you were strong enough to carry the weight without help. But deep down, you were aching for someone who would stay. Not just visit, not just check in when it's convenient, not just be around when you're useful or put together or smiling. You needed someone who would remain when your world was falling apart, when your soul was tired of pretending, when your heart was barely holding on, and that someone has always been me. My beloved child, I've watched you quietly collapsing beneath the pressure of expectations and the sting of loneliness. I've seen you smile for others while privately wondering if anyone would ever truly choose you, truly hold you through the storm, truly see the parts of you you've buried to survive. And I want you to know, with everything in me, I have chosen you. Not because you've earned it, not because you've never failed, not because you prayed the perfect prayers, but simply because I love you, because I made you, because I know you in ways no one else ever has. And I'm not afraid of the darkness you've walked through. I'm not shaken by your wounds. I'm not leaving just because you've broken down a few times. I stay. I stay when the room is quiet and you feel invisible. I stay when the tears come with no warning. I stay when your strength runs dry. And I stay because I am the God who does not abandon his beloved children. Not for 1 second, not for one breath, not even when you try to push me away. If your soul needed this, let me know. Say something below, even if it's just thank you, Jesus, because your voice matters to me. You matter. My child, I stayed for you, through every storm, every silence, every season, and I'm still here. Will you stay with me now? Tell me in the comments. I'm listening. I've always been listening. You don't have to pretend with me. You don't have to be the strong one all the time. You don't have to hold everything together while your soul quietly falls apart. I know how exhausted you are. I know the smile you wear is heavy, how it hides the battles no one else sees. I know the moments when you stare at the ceiling at night, wondering if anyone would truly notice if you disappeared for a while. And I need you to hear me say this. I would notice. I already do. I see the way you keep showing up even when you're hurting, the way you love others even when you're starving for love yourself, the way you keep breathing even when you feel like you're drowning. And that matters to me. You matter to me. I'm not asking you to fix everything. I'm asking you to let me in. Into the mess, into the chaos, into the parts of you you've kept hidden because you thought they were too dark, too weak, too unworthy for anyone to love. But I don't run from brokenness. I don't shrink back from pain. I move toward it, toward you, toward the places others avoid, toward the shadows you try to escape, because that's where I do my most tender work. My beloved, you don't have to be okay to be held. You just have to be honest. And if you can give me your truth, even the painful kind, I will give you. My healing, my peace, my love that never leaves. Even now I'm here, closer than your next breath, waiting with open arms. If this part felt like your heart was speaking with mine, tell me. Even a small comment matters. Don't scroll away without saying, "You see me, Lord," because I truly do. I know there are moments when you wonder if you're too much, too emotional, too tired, too wounded, too complicated to be understood. And then, in the same breath, you wonder if maybe you're not enough. Not strong enough, not spiritual enough, not worthy enough to be chosen, to be loved, to be fought for. And that ache of confusion, that constant tug of war in your soul, it's been draining you for far too long. But listen to me, my beloved child. I never saw you as too much or not enough. I saw you as mine, just mine. And that has never changed. I chose you long before you tried to be perfect, long before you knew how to hide your tears, long before life made you feel like you had to earn your place in anyone's heart. And even on the days when your thoughts are loud and your faith feels small, I still whisper your name with love. I'm not disappointed in your weakness. I'm drawn to it because I am your strength. I don't get tired of your prayers, even the ones that come out shaky and short, even the ones you repeat with trembling lips, hoping I'm still listening. I am listening. I always have been. Every sigh, every question, every silent cry you couldn't put into words. I've held them all close to my heart, because you're not just another voice in the crowd to me. You're the one I left everything for, the one I came to rescue, the one I will never let go of. Not now, not ever. If you've ever felt like you were too much, or not enough. Leave that weight in the comments. Say, Jesus, I give you this burden. I'm ready to carry it for you. I'm ready to carry you. You've spent so much time being strong for everyone else, holding others together while no one saw you falling apart, being the safe place for others while secretly aching for someone to be a safe place for you. And I saw it all. I watched every moment you bit your tongue, held your tears, swallowed your needs just to protect someone else's comfort. I saw how you kept choosing love, even when love didn't choose you back, how you kept forgiving, kept hoping, kept believing when no one gave you the same grace in return. And even though it felt like no one noticed, I noticed. I counted every sacrifice, every silent act of love, every time you chose to do the right thing when it hurt. And I want you to hear me now, not just with your ears, but with your soul. You are not invisible to me. I've never once overlooked you. And I know, child, I know you're tired. Tired of always being the one who holds it all. Tired of feeling like the strong one with no one to lean on. But you don't have to keep carrying this alone. Not with me here. I didn't create you to survive in silence. I created you to rest in me, to pour your heart out without fear, to collapse into arms that will never let you fall. So please, don't hold it in anymore. Let the weight drop. Let the walls down. Let me in deeper. I'm not here to use you or need you to be okay. I'm here to be the one who holds you, heals you, and stays with you, even in the places you don't show anyone else. You've spent so much time being strong for everyone else, holding others together while no one saw you falling apart, being the safe place for others while secretly aching for someone to be a safe place for you. And I saw it all. I watched every moment you bit your tongue, held your tears, swallowed your needs just to protect someone else's comfort. I saw how you kept choosing love, even when love didn't choose you back, how you kept forgiving, kept hoping, kept believing when no one gave you the same grace in return. And even though it felt like no one noticed, I noticed. I counted every sacrifice, every silent act of love, every time you chose to do the right thing when it hurt. And I want you to hear me now, not just with your ears, but with your soul. You are not invisible to me. I've never once overlooked you. And I know, child, I know you're tired. Tired of always being the one who holds it all. Tired of feeling like the strong one with no one to lean on. But you don't have to keep carrying this alone. Not with me here. I didn't create you to survive in silence. I created you to rest in me, to pour your heart out without fear, to collapse into arms that will never let you fall. So please don't hold it in anymore. Let the weight drop. Let the walls down. Let me in deeper. I'm not here to use you or need you to be okay. I'm here to be the one who holds you, heals you, and stays with you, even in the places you don't show anyone else. If you're always the strong one, but your soul is tired, say it below. Just write, I'm tired, Lord. That's all I need to start pouring my strength into you. You've held enough. Let me hold you now. I know there are parts of your story you try to forget, moments you replay in your mind, wondering what you could have done differently, what you should have seen coming, what you wish you could erase. And sometimes the guilt creeps in when no one's around, and shame whispers lies that you've carried for too long. But listen to me, child. Your past does not disqualify you from my love. I never asked you to be flawless. I never expected perfection. I only wanted your heart, the real one, the broken one, the one behind the brave face you show the world. The truth is, I've already seen the worst of you, and I still chose you. I still bled for you. I still whisper your name with tenderness, not regret. So stop hiding. Stop punishing yourself for wounds I already died to heal. You don't need to perform for my presence. You just need to be honest with me. Bring me the pain you buried, the secret you never told, the moment that still haunts you. I'm not afraid of any of it. I was there when it happened, and I've been here ever since, waiting, not to condemn you, but to cover you in mercy, to wash you in grace, to hold you while you heal. Because the truth is, I love all of you. Not just the cleaned up version you think I want, but the real you. The one who still wonders if they're worthy of love. And my answer will never change. Yes, you are. You always were. If you're still holding something you regret, write, "I give it to you, Jesus," in the comments. You were never meant to carry it alone. Let my mercy cover you now. Let grace do what guilt never could. And I know how hard it's been to forgive yourself, how the voice of shame keeps reminding you of who you used to be, what you did, what you said, what you lost. I see how you carry it quietly, trying to move forward but still chained to memories that hurt to remember. But my beloved, I didn't come to remind you of your past. I came to redeem it. I came to rewrite what pain tried to define, to take the ashes you've been holding and trade them for something beautiful, something new. The enemy calls you by your mistakes, but I call you by your name. And to me, that name has never changed. Mine. Your story isn't too dark for me, and your past isn't powerful enough to cancel the plans I still have for you. Grace isn't just a word. It's the arms I wrapped around you when you were at your worst. It's the covering that still holds you now, even if you don't feel worthy. So come to me just as you are. Not once you fixed everything, not once you figured it all out, but now, in the middle of the mess, in the middle of the memories, in the middle of the healing. Because that's where I love you most. Not when you're spotless, but when you're surrendered. If you're ready to stop running and start healing, say it in the comments. Write, "I'm ready to come home. I'm already here, arms open, waiting for you." You don't have to keep pretending that you've moved on when your heart still aches in silence. I never asked you to be over it before you were ready. I never asked you to rush your healing, to fake your peace, or to bury the hurt just so others wouldn't feel uncomfortable. I saw the moment the wound was created, and I've seen every moment since. The sleepless nights where you stared into the dark and wondered why no one stayed. The mornings where you felt the weight of yesterday still pressing on your chest. The quiet moments when the world was moving fast, but your soul was stuck in a memory you didn't know how to release. And even then, I was there, not judging you, not growing impatient, not telling you to just get over it, but holding you, gently, quietly, faithfully, in the places no one else could reach. I never left your side, not once, and I never will. You've been trying to heal yourself with silence, with strength, with distractions, with busy days and tired nights, but your heart isn't designed to be fixed by noise. It's healed by my nearness. And I am near, my beloved, so near. Even now, even as you read these words, I'm wrapping myself around the places you're still afraid to open up. The pain doesn't scare me. The grief doesn't overwhelm me. The questions don't make me turn away. I welcome it all because I welcome you, all of you, just as you are. Bring me your sorrow, your anger, your confusion, your numbness. Bring me the real you, the unfiltered, tired, hurting, raw parts. Because that's where I pour my healing like oil into the cracks. That's where I begin the restoration that no one else can give you. I don't need your perfect words. I just need your honest heart. The one that says, Lord, I'm not okay, but I want to be held, and I will hold you. I will hold you through the storm, through the process, through the long nights when healing feels slow, because I'm not in a hurry and I'm not leaving halfway through. What I start, I finish, and I started loving you long before you ever knew you'd need me this deeply. If this spoke to something buried inside you, let me hear your voice. Write in the comments, Jesus, I'm not okay, but I'm yours. That's all I've been waiting for. I don't need perfect. I just want you. You've been trying so hard to stay strong, haven't you? Smiling when you're breaking, encouraging others while your own soul quietly bleeds, showing up when all you want to do is disappear, carrying burdens no one even knows exist. And I see it all. I see the weight you're holding, the effort you pour into surviving another day, the way you keep moving forward even when every part of you is crying out for rest. And I want you to know, child, that I am proud of you. Not because you've held it together perfectly, but because you've kept breathing, kept believing, even when it hurt. But now, it's time to let go of the belief that you have to keep doing this alone. You were never created to be your own source of strength. You were never meant to carry what only I can carry. You've been strong for everyone else, but now, let me be strong for you. Let me step in where you've run dry. Let me be the shoulder you collapse on, the arms you fall into, the voice that tells you it's okay to rest. Not because everything is fixed, but because you are held. You are allowed to fall apart in my presence. I will never turn away from your tears. I collect every one of them. I count them. I cradle your pain as if it were my own, because in truth, it is. I carried it on the cross before you ever felt it. I bore the weight of everything you're battling right now, not so you could suffer through it in silence, but so you could come to me with open hands and trembling faith and say, Jesus, I can't carry this anymore. And I would say, then give it to me. I already carried it for you. My love is not shocked by your exhaustion. My grace does not grow cold when you're weak. I draw closer, not farther, when you have nothing left to give. So breathe, my child. Fall into my arms. Cry if you need to. You're not falling apart. You're falling into me. And I will catch you every time, without fail, without judgment, without disappointment. If you're tired of being the strong one, tell me below. Write, Jesus, I need to rest in you. Let me respond to your weakness with the strength you've been praying for. You don't have to keep carrying this. I'm right here. So now, my beloved child, here we are. Just you and me, no more masks, no more pretending, no more weight you have to carry alone. Just the quiet truth that I've always been here, that I've never changed my mind about you, that I'm not asking you to prove your worth, but to finally believe in how deeply I love you. I know the road has been long. I know the wounds have been deep. I know there are still questions you don't have answers for, but you don't need all the answers when you have me. I am the peace that passes understanding. I am the comfort in the chaos. I am the anchor when everything else is shifting, and I'm not going anywhere. I will walk with you through every valley. I will lift you when you fall again. I will stay when the rest of the world forgets how much it cost you to keep going. And I won't love some future version of you more than I love who you are right now. Broken, bruised, uncertain, and still completely mine. I won't force you. I won't rush you. I will wait as long as it takes for your heart to rest again, to trust again, to believe again. And when you do, when you finally whisper, Jesus, I still want you, I will wrap you in the love I've been holding all along. This is not the end of your story. It's the beginning of healing, the beginning of rest, the beginning of you learning to live not in fear, not in shame, not in silence, but in the light of my love every single day. So don't let this moment pass without answering me, not with perfection, but with honesty, because I'm already reaching. I just need you to take my hand. If you felt me speaking to you, don't stay silent. Say something in the comments. Write, "I'm yours, Jesus." Let this be your moment. Let this be where the healing truly begins.